Here in Europe, vaccination fatigue and anti-vax movements have caused vaccination programs in some countries like Germany and France to stall. Not so in Spain. After a slow start, the country has embarked on a smooth inoculation campaign. Only 6% of Spanish residents have refused to get vaccinated.
The path to one of Spain's vaccination centres is a veritable thoroughfare. Although it's holiday season, Madrid's Zendal hospital is a hive of activity. People here are very willing to be inoculated. Like Victor Garcia, he's delighted to have received an earlier appointment than he was expecting. I believe this is something we should all be doing because of the pandemic, mainly so that we don't infect other people we care about and those we see regularly. And I'm doing it to protect myself too, because I don't want to get COVID. It's a view shared by many and explains why Spain is well ahead of its European neighbours when it comes to vaccine take-up. No need for extra incentives here.
More than 60% of people in Spain are now fully vaccinated, and the government is optimistic that it will hit its 70% target by the end of the month. Unlike other countries, Spain isn't struggling to convince its people to get the jab because there are barely any anti-vax people here.
In fact, most people are very trusting of vaccines in Spain, says Jaime Jesus Perez, specialist in preventive medicine. After all, they brought an end to the polio epidemic in the 1960s. Thousands of children died from the disease until a vaccine was introduced. That experience is etched into Spain's collective memory. The Spanish emphasis on close family relationships also plays a role. Those with living grandparents usually have a good relationship with them, and vice versa. Those intergenerational connections were destroyed by the pandemic. Now the vaccines mean families can see each other again. There are still some restrictions, but family bonds are being repaired. Another factor has to do with how much Spain suffered during the pandemic. It was hit very hard. Zaira Romero Sanchez works in a retirement home. She's fully vaccinated now. For her, it was a no-brainer. I saw many people die. It was hard. And then having little babies that you couldn't protect, it was really tough. You can still catch it when vaccinated. You're not immune, but the symptoms are less. It doesn't matter which disease, it doesn't have to be COVID. If you get vaccinated against a disease, the risk is lower, as are the symptoms. So I don't understand why someone would choose not to do it. Children aged 12 and older can now also be vaccinated in Spain. The infection rate is currently high among young people. Experts hope that such measures will help Spain cope with the challenge of the colder season ahead.